can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. You were raised so the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that could. Every way put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like Cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple. on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and...
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
43 in the mic. Check the out. Yeah. 43 in the mic. 43.
Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens, nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jackson on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I'm scared.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jennings has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Duvernay.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Game situation. Let's go. Check. 53. Check.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Jerry Judy. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He'll let this go for the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action with Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
It's our time. It's our time.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete to Jerry.
A huge play there for Denver, 46 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
A 30-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
1st and 10 at the 50.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Locke. Escapes the sack. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Broncos.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby, all right? They've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the